Oh, hello everybody. Welcome in. Hi Jess. Hi Boomer Summer Baby. Hi September Honey. Hi Crystal. Hi Susan B. Welcome in everybody. A little bit of news to tell you. Um basically number one, I haven't been on because my damn computer broke. So I had to go out and buy a new one. So I did. And it's all rigged up and everything's fine, so that's good. Secondly, YouTube are processing to turn back on my monetization. I believe it should be turned on in the next maybe it says 7 days, but I think it'll be less than that. So everyone's memberships will be turned back on again. Now I'm here by my own for one reason. MZ is actually feeling very unwell at the moment. She has that Crohn's disease. Hi Susan B, thank you, honey. She has a Crohn's is acting up on her end. She's very unwell. So I want everyone to put prayers in the chat for MZ because she is very unwell. I was just speaking more. Um, secondly, if anyone knows Harper, I would like to speak with her because I do watch replays lives when I can. Yeah, Crystal, the thing nearly blew up on me. I don't know what happened there. I nearly got electrocuted to death. Honestly, you come out of intensive care, right? And you nearly get electrocuted. Yeah, lovely, says John. But like this new computer is nice. Or silver, it's silver one. Loads of prayers for MZ. She's very unwell at the moment. I think that's why she's not with me right now. She's not eating. She's not very well. So I don't know if she's going to go into the hospital or if she's going to get through it. But it's a condition she has for a very long time. So she's in a lot of pain with it. I can't tell you that. So how's everyone doing? I mean, we were meant to come on and do. What do I want with Harper? I want to give Harper a platform to speak what she needs to speak because I do believe she knows a lot about this lovely 15 person, and I'm willing to open up my platform for her and not even interrupt her and leave her speak because I know Hopey Dopey and all them are behind all of everything. I've heard everything last night. When you're a little bit insomniac and you don't sleep, you do intend to watch other channels, even though you mightn't speak in them. So yeah, I did see what unfolded last night, and I was quite taken back. And her daughter was not missing. Okay, all right. What a disgusting thing to do, right? Well, not me, but I'm not there for the drama. I would just like to open my platform um, to Harper to give her a platform where she will not be interrupted, and I would like her to tell me everything she knows. Really, I heard Heidi say that when Heidi was friends with me way back a long time ago, that I was being set up, and I'd like to know what's behind all that. Yeah, and it's terrible. It really is, Crystal. Um, and then another thing I want to point out, right? If you're sick over here in the UK and in America too, a doctor or a hospital's not going to send you home with a collapsed lung. I had two collapsed lungs. I wasn't going anywhere. I could barely breathe. Um, so I don't believe that crap either. And even her daughter said it wasn't true. So there you go. And I can give a flying shit if she comes back and tries to say anything bad about me. I don't care. I've been through hell and back. There's nothing no one can say right now could hurt my feelings. Nothing. And I'm not for drama. I really not. I don't want to do drama, but I do want to clear up a few things with Harper. Hi, Canadian girl. Welcome in, honey. How are you doing? Um, but our beautiful MZ at the moment is feeling very, very poorly, very unwell. So yeah, she's Crohn's disease or something like that. I don't really know much of it. But it's flared up on her and she's been on the bed for like 2 days. I'm good, Colin. I haven't been on because my computer clapped out. So I went away and I bought a new one today. Cost me 400 quid, but anyway. But it's slow. I am proud of it. It's really nice. It's a silver what you call them? HP. a brand new silver HP. So it's very fast. And I couldn't believe I could bring my old streamers into the new computer instead of having to pay another streamer bill. So I managed to do it all and rig it all up, and um my monetization will be turned on any day now. So we do have a lot of lives to put under monetization. People who are interested with their memberships, they will be turned back on as well. Um, yeah, get well soon, MZ. She is in a lot of pain. I mean, I was just talking to her. Yeah, Jessie, she's really unwell. I can hear it in her voice. She's really bad. Probably, Crystal. I have it there. I'm after packing it back up again. I mean, I'm thinking to ring the company up and just say, here, take your damn laptop back, you know? Because I'm after going to find a different brand new one, a more upgraded one than the other one. Even this one is really upgraded. I mean, it's like it's lovely, and it's all silver, and yeah, it's a lot lighter than the other one as well. Send it back. Yeah, I have the packaging off it and everything. I put it back into the packaging even. And I was like, what the hell? It wasn't even that old, and I only use it for YouTube. I mean, I'm not downloading stuff. I'm not overdoing it. Not doing anything. I just use it for YouTube. Most of my stuff I download, I do that on the tablet. So yeah, maybe Crystal, maybe the worst case scenario is they'll give me another new computer and I won't want it because I already bought one. I don't really want two computers. I have a computer and a tablet, so I'm good. Um, so how is everyone doing? I mean, we were meaning to come on and do topics after doing Kelly's live that time, but fortunately the laptop clapped out. So yeah, I went down today and I bought this one, and I was all day rigging it up, and then I was in YouTube Studios sorting out everything, and I finally managed to convert. It kept coming up as U.S. tax in YouTube Studios, and I don't know what I clicked on, but I got it to bring up the British one, so I could do it that way, and then it all went through. So it's all the middle box. Box one is finished. Box three is finished. Box two is in process, and then the monetization will be turned back on. I think it'll be turned on in the next couple of days, to be honest. Um, what's it Colin say? Tara, no, Tara hasn't been in here yet, Colin. Oh, Chris is in the cleaning mood. No, Tara has not been in here yet, Colin. I mean, I just came on to give you an update on our lovely MZ. She is really in a lot of pain right now. Um, so lots of prayers for our beautiful MZ because she's the most sweetest person you could ever come across. I keep checking up on her to make sure she's okay. But yeah, she's not good. She hasn't got out of bed in 2 days, and that's not like MZ at all. That is not like MZ. You can hear her voice. You can hear the pain in her voice. And I said, "Are you going to go to the hospital yet?" And she's waiting it out. Really, she's trying to sort it out herself. Yeah. So I'd like to reach out to Harper. Um, maybe she might give me an email. Um, I do believe she knows the ends of what's going on with Lovely 15 because I did hear a lot of stuff being said, and this is not drama. I mean, I just want to know why I've been targeted so badly by that certain individual. Hi, my beautiful Catty Mason. How are you doing? I hope, Crystal, you're doing okay, honey. How are you doing? How was September? So strange on a new computer. It really looks different. Yeah, a lot was said, and I mean, yeah. Oh, Shelley, how are you doing, honey? My sweet Shelley. How is everything with you, Shelley, honey? We've still do prayers for you, hon. So just wanted to give an update on MZ. Basically, you're doing good. That's good, Crystal. Our beautiful Shelly's in the house. Yeah, Kat, you can email me. Hold on, and I just changed the. I will tell you what my email address is if you can get your mom to write it down. It's no capital letters. It's Bennett with no capital letter there. Bennett, Bennett, straight away Susan, Susan, at Gmail. No, sorry, 678 at gmail.com. I'll bring it up on the banner. See, can I bring it up on the banner just in case my accent is a bit. 1 second. Where is it? Banners. There's the email address there. There you go, Caddy. If your mom can see that, you can email me, no problem, honey. So there's the email. It's BennettSusan678 at gmail.com. Running at the bottom of the screen in red. Um, so how is everyone doing? I mean, guys, I was missing. My computer blew up. I said, I went down as quick as I could, and then I was setting the computer up all day, putting the StreamYards back here, putting my channel, my YouTube channel back in. Okay, I'm gonna read Shelley's one. I'm feeling good, thank you. My surgery is put on hold until after chemo. That's how they are going to treat the cancer in my neck. Oh, Shelley, our prayers and our love is with you, honey. I mean, you're gonna have to screw in teeth, so don't feel bad about that. Both of us will be going through metal detectors, setting them off. We'll have try and make light of the situation. So I'm glad you're doing okay, Shelley, honey. I do think about you a lot. 'Cause I know it's hard when you're going through hard situations. So yeah, I did have a lot of topics ready and all that, but because MZ not feeling well, the computer breaking down. I just was so busy setting up this one, and I finally did it, guys. It's not easy when you're kind of winging it. So if anyone can reach out to Harper, I would love to speak with her. I'd love to give her my platform because I will literally put her on platform with no drama and leave her tell what she needs to tell. I know there's a lot more. I heard that from day one I was being set up by this lady, by someone else. I heard. Now things are starting to kind of come in my mind a bit. And when I think back, way back when, wow, I don't know. We should do prayer hands in the chat for that little child who was found. I can't remember his name. Quinton. Quinton, his name is. Simon Quinton, I think his name was, yeah. They found him in the landfill site. His mother is got done for first degree murder, I do believe. Well, I should unalived. Um, yeah, Crystal, I think I was set up from day one, going back when I had the PTSD channel. I was set up massively. We can do prayer hands for the little boy who was found, Quinton, yeah. Quinton Simon, his name is. His mother got arrested for first degree murder. He was only a 20 months old little baby boy, and I seen pictures of him, and he was the most beautiful looking boy. Oh, Shelley, we love you too, honey. We know you're going through a lot, sweetheart. And don't worry, you get there and you'll come out the other end. You're young, and you will get you can do this. Trust me, you can do it. You'll be fine. Hey, Nikita, welcome in, honey. Welcome in. How's my sweet Nikita doing? I said I'd come on. I wasn't. I just basically finished setting up this computer and put my stream yards on it. I didn't have to pay for extra stream yards. That's a different case, Jesse. That's not the same case. The Quinton Simon case I'm talking about. The little boy was found in the landfill. He's only 20 months old. They lived in Savannah. That's a completely different case. The one who was found mentally incompetent was the Michael Vaughan case. Yeah, I'm not talking about that case. Hey, Skinners, 1981. How are you doing? Long time no see. I do remember you being in here before. How are you doing? Yeah, we're sending Shelly lots of healing. We know Shelly will be strong and she'll get through what she's going through right now. She will get through it. Yeah, we know she's the mother of Quinton Simon. Is was addicted to drugs, but she hasn't had her arraignment yet. Even you're talking about you're mixing two cases in with one there, Jess. You've been keeping to yourself. Well, you're always welcome in here. Prayers for Quinton, yeah, lots of prayers for Quinton. The mother is addicted. She wasn't. She has only gone to prison since yesterday, Jess. She hadn't even had her arraignment to call it arraignment over in the UK. They didn't even do that. You're mixing a different case with a different case. She only got arrested yesterday and the baby was found on a Friday. She threw him in the dumpster, away in the dumpster like trash, yeah. Oh, wow, Shelley. That's awesome. You won $500. Well done. Off a scratch card. Wow. Well done, honey. You must have been really happy. You see, good things come to these good people. Well done. So, I'm definitely looking to speak with Harper, and it's not on a bad terms. I'm not out to cause any drama. I would like to know everything she knows. I believe I was set up from a very long time ago to send Lovely 15 over to my channel, way back when I had a PTSD channel, before my family were even on YouTube. And Lovely 15 has been targeting me ever since. Yeah, Sherry, you should go and pamper yourself, honey. You should. You deserve it, sweetie. Maybe I'm wrong, Jesse. I don't know. Maybe they did find the mother of Quentin Simon's mother incompetent. I'm not. I didn't. I didn't. I don't. I have because my computer broke down. I wasn't really watching too much on YouTube, but I did watch. When I got this new computer this morning, I watched the replay on a different live, which would have happened the night beforehand, and I noticed that I had been set up for a very long time, and I'm willing to give Harper a platform to come up and speak to me, and I can tell you it's not out of drama, it's not out of anything. I would like to speak with her. I will give her my platform. I will not cross over her. Whatever she knows, she can get it all off her chest. I'm willing to give her a voice here on this channel because I believe I've been set up for a very long time. You know, I've been called out so badly on YouTube. about telling two lies, which I apologized for, only because I didn't want my kids knowing that I was a SA victim. It's out there on YouTube for everyone to see it. Know. Yeah, definitely spoil yourself, Shelley, with the money, honey. Get something nice for yourself. So I hope Harper hears this live. We're not here to do anything wrong. If you can, Crystal, I'd appreciate that. And let her know that this is not a drama channel and there's no drama here. I will literally put her up on platform and leave everything, leave her talking. I won't even interrupt her. I will just leave her talking, leave her get everything off her chest. I'm very interested in that because of the live I heard last night, basically. Um, I, I had been set up for a very long time, and I've been torn through the mud a lot. And there's a lot more, I suppose, Harper knows that I'd like to know. Yeah, I think the truth needs to come out. I believe so, Crystal, and that's why I really want to give her a platform. I really do want, and it's not going to be drama. There's going to be no shouting. She's going to be left up here, and let's speak whatever she needs to get off her chest. I'm sure Crystal probably can get a hold of her. If anyone else can get a hold of her, it's not about get clicks and views. It's not about drama. You've listened to all of it. All of what, Jess? Got to be a little bit more specific. Of the live last night, when Harper was in a different channel and she was trying to tell people, but she didn't get the opportunity. I want to give her that opportunity, and it won't be no drama. I believe that I've been set up from a very long time, and it's sad. Yeah, I do, Canadian girl. Yeah, I do. I have all the lives. I don't delete. I probably privatize, but I don't delete. I only delete stupid things, but I don't delete certain lives like that. I have all them PTSD lives. Yeah, Jesse, there's more to that. That girl has more to say. She knows a lot more. I have I want to reach out to. I don't want to go through people like that. You Canadian girl remembers that day, yeah, and that will tell you. I was trying. People were trying to sabotage me from back, way then, and we know exactly who that person is. And you know what? I'm going to say their name. It Hopey Dopey's behind everything, everything, because everyone knows. Hi, Jamie Madhouse, welcome in. Everyone knows that I have done. I'm pressing charges on Lovely 15. We'll just call her that. I do know her real name. Um, and when the police tried to ring Hopi, she's not answering her phone. So yeah, she's not helping. Just say I know a lot has happened. I've been on YouTube a lot longer. I know. I know exactly when I was hearing what was being said. I know. Yeah, they use my nan's picture. They use my daughter's picture. They've used my son's picture numerous times. The day I came out of hospital, and I said I was home, I could bring you up the live where I've been told that, Mommy, I wish you died. You know, and who the hell says things like that? How was I being targeted so much? You know, very bad, very bad. And I know Harper has a lot to say, and I hope she hears this live, or someone can reach out to her and we can do a different live whenever it suits Harper. We're not here to cause drama. We, everyone knows that I'm not going to raise my voice. I'm not going to say anything. Anything what she'll tell me, I probably won't be surprised, if you know what I mean. Um, I'll definitely do a live with Harper when MZ's better. And we're nice people. We're not going to shout at her. We're not going to do any of that. We're just going to give her a platform, and we're going to stay quiet, and we're going to leave her talking what she needs to get off her chest. And it might be good for her to get it all off her chest without people interfering and interrupting her. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave her talk away, because I've been targeted since a very long time, and I know that um, the real random has everything got to do with that. I know that from what I've heard last night. That was horrible when they done that to you, Susan. Yeah, yeah. Imagine that. Fighting for your life on life support, and they coming in there right, letting on they were my son. I knew that wasn't my son. That's why I didn't go crazy, because my son would never say a word like that. My son was so happy when he talked to me. So yeah, my children aren't like that. And the time of night that live was, my son wouldn't even be awake. He'd be in bed for school and everything. There is, and Harper is very hurt, and she needs to be given a platform to leave her speak, so she can get it all off her chest, get the truth out there, and be done with it. I know that Lovely 15 and Hopi has caused a lot of hurt to a lot of people. I know that. And they've dragged me through the mud for telling two lies, for covering up sinister bad things what happened to me. Give me a break. Definitely, Susan B. I'm not going to be doing drama or anything like that. It's just going to be giving her a platform to leave her speak, so we can all hear what the real truth is. And when that live is done, that's it, it's done. Crystal, I know if Harper hears this, she'll probably reach out anyways. That's why Kathy Mason wanted my email, but I'm sure that some other people like Crystal might be able to get in contact with Harper as well. I'm not here to pull and drag Harper. I won't do that. That's drama. I'm only giving her a platform to get it all off her chest and leave her speak the truth, because I know that she really does want to get up and speak without being interrupted. I really know that. So yeah. So other than that, I mean, I was just came on to say hello to everybody. Um, monetization is going to be turned back on the next couple of days. People with their memberships and all that can come back on. Um, MZ is not well. She's not feeling well at all. And yeah, I had a long conversation with my daughter just a while ago, so she's doing well. So Jesse, what are you up to? What are you doing, Jess? So hopefully anyone who knows how to contact Harper, to reach out to her and tell her that I would like to yeah, she's really unwell right now, Chris. I was just talking to her. She knows that I'm saying this as well. I have permission to say this. Man, Melanie's doing good. Melanie's good. Um MZ's not doing so well. She's in a lot of pain. They're cleaning up. So kind of a quiet life tonight, really. I just said I'd come on for a little bit. Said I'll try out the new computer whilst I'm at it. I'm like a child. Well, by tomorrow, she'll make a decision by tomorrow. If it doesn't change, she might have to go in to the hospital. Maybe it's up to her. Canadian girl, let me tell you about my sister. She's absolutely a cleaning freak. Ah, thank you, September. Yeah, it's just my computer, bloody thing. So I've had to buy a new one. And then I was setting everything up on this one all day long. And I've finally completed the monetization. Um, I couldn't understand how to do. It kept coming up as American tax, and I was like, I don't live in America. But I hit on something, and it came up on the UK side of things. So I hit on that and gave all my information in there, and it says my monetization is getting sorted, and it'll be on in the next few days, really. So I'm glad I done that. I've been working on that as well on my tablet. I've been doing that. It's lovely to see a Canadian girl back in the chat. Hi, cool gamer. How are you doing? So it's a nice, quiet life. Very quiet life. Apples are good when everything is done. Jesse, you're always cleaning. See, I don't have to do the cleaning because I pay for my cleaners. So yeah, prayers for our beautiful MZ. She's probably listening in. She's really not well. Um, everyone's getting ill. Honestly, everyone's getting ill. I don't know what the hell. There's supposed to be a really bad flu going around as well. Um, don't even want to know about that. I stay in the house as much as I can. After the experience I had, I can tell you that now. Chris, great chest, long day, and then I find a big chunky pair of golf shoes. It's a slow Tuesday. I wish I could be cleaning, but I'd rather be here. Ah, thank you, Susan B. I know YouTube is very addictive. I mean, if you'd seen how fast I went out to buy a new computer, I was literally, hell no, this is not happening. And I had to set up my YouTube channel back onto a new computer, and then set up the streamers back onto the new computer, and then I was doing the monetization, sorting all that out, and then I was in contact with MZ throughout all day yesterday, all day today. She's still very sick, both days. That's why we never came on, because I said, okay, yeah, I hope she feels better for Thanksgiving. I hope she doesn't end up in hospital for Thanksgiving when you think about it, Canadian girl, because she's really not well. She knows I'm saying this. She gave me permission. You're addicted, Susan B. You're addicted. I'm addicted too. I paid 400 quid for a new computer. I got my early Christmas present, right? Yeah, we did lots of pray. Do you know Chris Shelley? She got a scratch card and she scratched it and she won $500. She's really happy with herself. Gave her a little bit of a boost, a cheer up. Our lovely Shelley won $500 on a scratch card. Well done. That couldn't a better person. She well deserved. It was meant to be. They'll give her a little boost, and she was told to go away and pamper herself with some of the money. She's probably feeling down on herself, and then she got a lovely boost. I love you too, September. I'll see you later, honey. And if not, I'll be back on tomorrow at least anyway. Yeah, Chris, she won $500. She's well happy with herself. Gave her a lovely boost, well deserved for her, because she's going through a lot. She's doing chemo. She's getting ready to do chemo at the moment. Yes, everybody, please hit the like if you haven't liked the channel. It helps us with the algorithms, and it's free, and it sparkles as well. By the way, I know y'all know. What about the new emojis YouTube are giving out, huh? So yeah, anyone who knows Harper, reach out to Harper. Let her know that I'm willing her to open up my platform for her. Um, it's not going to be a bitching show. It's not going to be anything like that. There's going to be no drama. I just want to hear that. I want everyone to hear what really. I want to leave her have her voice. Basically, I know she has a lot to say, and she's not been given that opportunity. And I wanna, because I know I'm some way involved. Not that I'm involved in it, but not Harper involved me, but the other people involved me, and targeted me. I want to know everything, and I think Harper is well deserved a platform, a calm platform, where there's going to be no arguments, and everyone can just listen and leave the girl tell her what she knows. I know she really wants to do it, but people keep pushing her away. Well, I'm not going to push her away. I want to know. I want to give her the platform. Yeah, you're all loving the emojis. God, the new computer is so different. It's really nice. I bought myself my Christmas present early. So yeah, Snoop Dogg is not on tonight. Where is he? Where is Snoop Dogg? Jesse's getting well used to the YouTube streets now. Oh, he's sleeping, Chris, is he? Oh, fair enough. Hmm. What I might do tomorrow is come on tomorrow and screen share my own channel. And I want to bring up exactly from the very starting of when I had started to be targeted. It's my own channel I'll be screen sharing onto. On a particular live. Way back I think nearly last year. Because come January, this channel, hi Sweet Pea, welcome in. Come January, this channel will be a year old. Hi, my beautiful Sweet Pea, how are you doing? I'm going to try to get on regularly as well. Yeah, Canadian girl, because then we'll all get an idea, right? We'll go back from the beginning when it was the PTSD. I will go look for that particular live tonight, and I'll have it ready for tomorrow. I'll have to unprivatize it because I'm privatized all the PTSD ones because it's no longer a PTSD channel. Um, when we did the changeover, I privatized all that stuff, and I'm gonna go back way back when the very first time, when all this kind of caper happened, and I can't be struck for it because it's my own channel. It's my own stuff, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and we'll have a look at that, and that'll give people an idea of when it actually happened because everything's always dated, and it was nearly a year ago, I do believe. Um, and then if we can get a hold of Harper and leave her speak her truth without any prejudice about any badness, because deep down I think she really got caught up in everything, and I do believe she was used. A lot going on, hon. You try to stay positive, but it's hard. I hope you are slowly and yeah, sweetie. I'm getting there. I'm gonna start doing regular lives again now. The only thing is, you're probably wondering where our little beautiful MZ is. MZ is actually not very well right now. So I have the permission to say that her Crohn's disease or Crohn's problem, I don't know, is really flared up on her, and she's been vomiting for nearly 2 days, and she's in a lot of pain right now, to be honest. And I don't know, like I'm gonna keep checking up on her, like she did with me when I was ill, and I can update you on how she is. I mean, tomorrow she could be fine, you know. She does. She said she does get flare ups. She's American, Chris. She's an American girl. She's a very sweet girl, but she got caught up in a load of stuff. It's horrible, Jess. You know about that? Yeah, she's in a lot of pain with that right now. Okay, cool gamer. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Have a good afternoon. She's an American girl, and she got caught up in a lot of stuff. Yeah, and everything what was done to me was a setup. So I'm willing to give the platform over to her and leave her speak without any drama. There'd be no screaming, shouting, no disrespect in chat, anything. I'm not sure of her age, Jessie, but I think she's around the same age as me. She's around that. You know what? It doesn't even tell you. They used to have a timer on how long you stay on your lives. They've changed it up so much. There's no timer. That's so strange. Make a sparkle for Susan. Prayers for him is MZ's health issues and troubles. I know, joke that I know, right, Sweepy? So if Harper's listening in, I'm willing to open up my platform for you, sweetheart, and just leave you talk without any prejudice, any shouting, any me interrupting on you, nothing. I just want to open it up and leave you speak. Dustin, dust of the cobwebs, so don't know what you mean by that, Jess. So yeah, hope she listens into this live. Or if Crystal, if you said you can get a hold of her, just let her know that we're not here to attack her or anything like that at all. Because I'm not doing that drama crap. I'm not doing it. No. So if she's listening in, she's more than welcome to come in chat right now, even. So yeah, I will give Harper let her have her voice and give her a platform to speak on with Hopey Dopey and all the muck uppery, and I'll pull out that for very first live when this all kind of started with Beaten Juice, I call her L15. I don't want to say it 3 times because she might appear. Um, so let's get to the bottom of this for once and for all. So we can get to the bottom of it, then we can put it at passes. And Harper will probably sleep better at night. Because I noticed she's keep trying to speak, but she's getting blocked the whole time. They're not allowing, no one's allowing her to do it. So I'm willing to do it. So, Crystal, if you can get a hold of her, reach out to her. Um, I'm going to bring up that live from my PTSD and show the very first live tomorrow of when it really all started. And it's gone back nearly a year. Canadian girl will remember very well. If I open up there was a lot of people, Jess. A lot of people, you know. I didn't have like over 1,000 subs or nothing, but my chat used to be really busy. And sometimes your chat's busy, sometimes it's not. You know, it depends how people are. You know, subs are entitled to go wherever they like. Um, but yeah, there was hell. There was like a lot of trouble that particular day. So I'll be opening up that tomorrow and I'll screen share it and we'll have a look back. So we'll just retrack our minds. You know, I do believe Harper was one of my subs at that time as well. But L15 was never a sub belonged to me. I was set up and she was sent over to me to cause that trouble. So yeah, we will do that tomorrow. We'll have a look at that live tomorrow. And we will try and get Harper and leave Harper, give the platform to Harper. Uh, if she wants to do it a separate day, she can whenever it is suits her. And Harper has been in there a few times, and you know, I said hello and I told her she was welcome back to the channel, the whole lot. And I haven't really seen her much since then, but I've seen what went down on a different channel. And Crystal, you've seen it and probably watched it as well, what on a said channel. And we know who's behind everything right now, and that would have been Hopey Dopey. 100%. I'm not as frightened to say her name. Not at all. Not anymore. It's called growing backbone, really. It's not like I'm trying to cause any drama. I just want the truth to be out there. I want everything to be put out there. And Harper can rest because I noticed that she's gone into a few channels and trying to speak out and they're blocking her. And I'm willing to leave her up on mine and leave her speak her truth. I'm not going to attack her or say anything wrong to her. You know, StreamYard is gone stupid. It's after taking the timer away. How long? Normally you can watch how long you're on your channel. Who else was there back then? Uh, just so hard to think. I had loads of people. There was lots of people back then, Jess. Um, there was. I was friends with Heidi back then. I'm not saying Heidi had anything to do with this. Actually, Heidi was the one who taught me to get Lovely 15 off my platform. That it was a setup. You know, I didn't realize how badly I was set up. Did you know Canadian Girl, they took away the bloody timer off the studio? I'll stay on for an hour. And tomorrow, what we'll have a look at is the very first live when all 15 came on the scene. I was told that I know that she was sent over to my platform to do that, make that, do all that. Yeah, she was sent over and 15 was sent over onto my platform to do that. And if Heidi was on my platform and we were friends at the time, and it was Heidi who told me get her off the panel. It's a setup. And I realized when I heard what I heard last night that I was totally set up for months. And it was all hopey dopey doing it. And actually, hopey dopey's hurt a lot of people. A lot of people. And said a lot of bad things, saying her daughter was missing when her daughter was in a different chat last night saying that she was never missing. And another thing I will say that no hospital in the UK if you've a collapsed lung, will leave you come out of hospital. None. Not happening. They will call the security guards on you if you try leaving even. How do I know that? I just do. I do. So anyone who knows Harper, reach out to her. We're not here to attack her. This is not a drama channel. Um, we're trying to get myself back on my feet and start doing regular lives again and doing certain different topics. I had a load of topics lined up actually, but MZ got very unwell, so and then the computer broke. My computer broke down. I bought a new one. Um, so it's lovely to have Canadian Girl back. She's one of my OGs. She's been with me from day one. Crystal has been with me for a very long time. Sweet Pea has been with me a very long time. A lot of them. A lot of them have been here a very long time. So, saying that, I'm going to say good night to everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. I can guarantee you I'll be back tomorrow. What I'm going to do now is go in on my tablet and I'm going to have a look for that. Uh, Thank you, okay, girl. You know how much you're loved here, and there's going to be no drama. I'm not doing drama. Um, but I do want to bring Harper up, and it's not going to be a drama. There's going to be no shouting, screaming, anything like that. I trust me. I've been through hell and back. That all that stuff has gone past me. Um, yeah, Crystal, if you can reach out to her, do it. I think MZ might be able to reach out to her, even I'm not sure. But if Harper, if you hear this live, please come in my chat. Let me know. I will put you on panel. No problem. Um, Saying that, make sure everybody hit the thumbs up, guys, and I will be back tomorrow, and I will be showing you the stream, the very first stream. Hold on, I have been here since the very beginning, honey. I remember you showing us your Christmas. Oh yeah, that's right, Sweepy. You have, yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, Sweepy, Tavern people, everyone evolved. Susan B. Everyone has been here from almost the very beginning. I have all. You've never left me. I know that. And I appreciate every single one of you. Um, But yeah, let us get the truth out there and let us do this the right way, not the wrong way. No screaming or shouting or nothing. I'm going to be going in, um, going looking for that particular live, and I'm going to unprivatize it, and I'm going to restream it after this tomorrow. So we'll have a look back at memory lane more or less. And this, I just want to say it out there now. This live is a complete S show. Hi Cheryl J, how are you doing, honey? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, Cheryl. Susan B, don't play on your computer all night long. I know, right? Don't I have no I nearly got electrocuted off the other one. I don't know what happened. I was like, what the hell? I said, mm. So that's why I haven't been on, and then my computer broke down and I had to go and buy a new one. So I said, okay, an early Christmas present for me. But this one's much better, and it's a newer version of the HP ones. It's the newest version you can get. It was £400. That's a lot of money for a computer. So I got the best of the best, so it'll last a long time. Um, I've done a lot of playing on it already. Actually, I've been sorting out my StreamYards on it, and I was amazed I did it properly this time. And I had to put my channel back on this one as well. And I've been fixing everything inside YouTube Studios, and the monetization will be turned on, I reckon, within the next couple of days, because that's all properly done right now, and everything is going well there. Thank God. Gosh, did that take a long time, right? Um, Thank you, Cheryl, honey. We're just ready to close up this live, sweetie. But we'll be back tomorrow, Cheryl. I will be restreaming one of my old lives. Because you'll understand if I get a certain person on panel why we're doing this. We want to give someone a voice. And not shouting at anybody, not disrespectful, nothing. Saying that I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'm not gonna play. I promise Susan B. I won't play with the computer no more tonight. I've been playing with it all day actually. All right, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'll schedule in a time in like usual, and we're gonna restream an old PTSD live. For those who don't know, new subs I have. I used to have a PTSD channel. Drop a link for Harper. Oh, hold on. There's a lot of people coming in now. Okay. Hi, sweet Eileen. How are you doing? I'm feeling good, Eileen. I had to buy a new computer. My other one blew up. So yeah, wow, look how fast this works. Really fast. There you go. If that's Harper, drop. There's a link there. I will ask the camera to be turned on just because I don't want to leave anyone on panel who should not be on panel. I'm willing to give her a voice. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, Harper, honey. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm really sorry. I just got home. I didn't know you had been asking for me and I wasn't subscribed, so I couldn't chat.
Right. No, stay subscribed. You're welcome to this channel to start with. I've been watching lives from said channels. And I noticed that I've been set up, and basically today I want to give you a voice. Well, tonight
Okay.
I want you to speak the truth, Harper, because I know you know a lot of stuff, and no one would ever leave you talk. And you can start from the beginning to the end and get it all off your chest. And I'm not going to interrupt you. There's no hate here. Hi, everybody coming in. Um, I just want to know everything about L15. I know that I had been set up at one point.
Right.
Um, I just want you to tell me everything you know about everything because I don't know if you know, but I had been in hospital on life support.
I do.
And
I do
yeah,
know. Yeah.
and she came in my L15 came in my chat and she stole my son's emoji. I said, "Mommy, I wish you died." You know. Um.
I I don't know every single chat I mean, I'm aware of some things, but I mean, I obviously don't know every time she goes and everything.
Mhm.
And I don't believe that every time a comment is made that I say Laura. I don't believe that it's always Laura. I think
Mhm.
that sometimes it's somebody pretending to be Laura just
Oh,
to aggravate the chat and aggravate
okay.
people.
Can you go back to the time that when I had the PTSD channel
Sure.
and uh, I heard you saying that I had been set up. You can say names and say everything you want to say. I'm not going to shout at you or say anything wrong to you.
Well,
Um,
I can tell sorry. I can, but again, this is only from my point of view, from my perspective of things happening. I can't say that it's the truth
mhm.
that day, that specific day. I can only from and for again from what I can recollect of that day, I can only tell you what what I was perceiving on that day.
Right. You
Uh,
know, what I'd like to do is give you a voice and get everything off your chest about all that stuff
right.
because your name has been dragged through the mud and people were even thinking at one point you were L15 when I was there. No, she's not because she's American and the other one is British. I can tell you I am pressing charges on her. Um, she hasn't been in my chat ever since the police were involved. So I just want to give you a platform tonight and leave you speak your truth.
Well, that that day, the day that she came in your chat, I just, it was a pure gut feeling, just pure instinct. I knew that Hopi did not like you or care for you.
That's right. Yeah.
And I heard her on the panel. I found it very, very odd that her story matched your story. It was almost identical.
Right.
I tend to be, I just listen to things, I remember things. I'm very perceptive that way. People that know me in real life know that about me.
Yeah.
So the fact that her story matched yours so much, when she said the part in the story about someone getting hit with the the explosive, you were triggered so much you had to walk away. It seemed to almost, her reaction, she gained pleasure from upsetting you
Right.
if you listened very closely.
Mm-hmm.
Something, it was nothing I knew. It was just listening to her version mirroring yours, her reaction versus your reaction. It was a gut instinct. Something wasn't right. So I clicked out, went and looked at what was going on in Hopi's room, and at the exact same time, while she was talking about being, her brother being a veteran, Hopi
Mm-hmm.
was discussing the fact that you had no business talking about being a veteran. I thought that was odd that the topics were also so similar.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that there was a chance that it could be a setup where she had been planted in your in here to go on panel.
Right.
That was just my gut instinct knowing Hopi. So
Yeah.
I called Heidi on the phone and said, Heidi, I think something is really wrong here. I don't know for a fact, but I think it's a setup. I have a feeling that this is a setup. That's when everything happened the way it did on the panel, where you can see it play out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, it was just based off of a gut instinct.
Do you feel so? You feel that Hope you sent a lovely 15 over here to try and sabotage me more or less because
I
I do remember Heidi saying, "Susan, get her off panel. It's a setup." I do remember that.
it yeah, in my opinion, that's the way I felt. Yes.
Yeah. I think it was a setup too. You know.
Now, on that instance though, there's nothing I can prove about that. It was based off of a pure gut feeling.
Yeah.
At that very beginning.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to speak about what people are not allowing you to speak about, Harper? Because I feel like you're trying to talk in people's chats and they're not.
Yes.
Can
There
I'm want to open it up and leave you speak basically right
there
now.
there is something very specific. But once it's kind of out there, I mean, I was holding it kind of close because um I was trying to gain more stuff, because it's like once it's out there, it kind of lets the people know doing it, like what information you do have. Um, Lovely Laura wrote in the chat yesterday she broke off contact with Hopi
Mm-hmm.
and myself, which is odd because I, anyway, on May 29th, I have screenshots to show that Hopi and Laura were always in contact a long time after that.
Wow.
And
Okay.
Hopi and Laura, Hopi would forward, people would text Hopi, and then Hopi would forward people's text messages to Laura. That's how Laura would get information. When everybody says, I can't figure out how she got information on people, Hopi was careless and she wanted to talk about people and would send me screenshots where you
Right.
could see where Laura was also on those screenshots. She had been forwarding them to Laura. That's how Laura was gaining the information. At the time, like I said, I had to go back and back and back and keep looking at everything. I never paid attention. This has made me research and research and research because I have been accused and have become a person that's had to do major research on stuff and find out what to look for, how to look for things. Um, Also, the infamous phone call with me, Hopi, and Laura, where
Mm-hmm.
people have flashed it up really fast. And they keep saying, well, you were on the phone call for, like up to 3 hours. If you look at that phone call, and I have all the text messages to go along with this phone call, there is me up in the corner where it was on Messenger, where we went into a Messenger and then we joined into a phone call. Hopi and Laura were on the call beforehand. I joined, I left, then they stayed on the phone call. You can see the times. I was on the phone call for like 15 something minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They stayed on the phone call. There's a text message where Hopi accidentally sent it to me,
Right.
where
What's it say?
she's telling Laura, I can't believe that you are telling Harper this, this, and this. That's not what you were supposed to say.
Hmm.
I've
Well,
I've had all this stuff. Nobody really, that's what I find even more odd. If people wanted to put this to bed, why didn't anybody really want factual, hardcore factual information once and for all, to put some of this, link it, the facts that you could link up to two people and put some of this to bed?
that's why I wanted you to come up because I'm. I know that you're just a victim in all of this. I know you're a sweet person. Um, I've already linked it up actually. We've MZ there. She's not feeling very well. And she knows that the police have been talking with me about 15 and the stuff she's been doing. And I just want you to say your piece because there's no one here. This is not a drama channel. I have totally changed everything. And I just want you to say whatever you feel you want to say so you can, like, hi, sweet Kim. So you can, get everything off your chest so you can feel better, because for a long time you've been put through hell. Your name has been put through hell. And I know how that feels.
Well,
I
and
really do.
I've seen people say to me, we'll stop going from chat to chat, or, don't hop from panel to panel. Well, it's very hard. I don't have my own platform.
Mm-hmm.
And when you constantly, they say, well, that's old news. Stop bringing it up. There are, Tony brings it up constantly. She still has a video where she's giving out my full name, spelling out my first name, telling people, giving the list of names connected to that. I had asked her to take it down. She won't take it down. Every time this comes about, because I I need people to understand I cannot control when this person pops up. And
Right.
every time they do, my name gets brought up. Or if I've tried to go into a chat, this person pops up. It's like having a stalker that you can't get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not,
I
it,
know in my heart that you are not L15. I
I
know that.
understand that, but I can't go anywhere. I can't control what this person does. And it's a creepy feeling that you're being almost stalked by someone, but then people are blaming you for what someone is doing to you.
Yeah. And I
It's
kind of want that to stop for you, you say, because I know the truth. I know there's a lot of stuff I know I can't really speak about because it's an ongoing investigation. But I want you to, if there's anything you want to say to anyone tonight, tonight is the night to do it because this platform is for you right now, so you can speak. I mean, I feel like you've been put in the middle of something you shouldn't have been put in. Um, and because your names are so similar, I don't want to call out your name. I do know your name, and I do know the other person's name, so they're very similar. There's not much difference between them, and there was a lot of confusion with people with those two names. But I was always saying to people, no, Harper is American, L15 is from the UK. They're two different accents. I mean, even at one point I tried saying my daughter was L15 until I brought my daughter up on panel, and she's a completely strong Irish accent.
right. And I'm not saying that I'm the only person that's been accused. I mean, there are other people that's been accused, but I've been consistently,
You've
and
been accused the worst, to be quite honest.
and for some reason this person, or a person impersonating this person, likes to troll me around chats.
Yeah, I definitely believe that's going on as well. Yeah.
And
Um,
I really don't understand why people would say just let it go. I mean, they've used my children's picture, they've
hmm.
used several pictures of family members.
Yeah, they did to me.
And
She even used my deceased nan's picture.
I do understand that in the circle jerks, I really do understand that I didn't probably handle it the most gracious way at the time. But every time it happens, it's a shock. Even though you think, like, it goes on. But when you see it again, it's not so much the name, it's the pictures. It's not even me.
Question here for Crystal. So has this all started with Hopi? Is this what you're saying? That's
I can tell you that there was, the first picture ever used was my children, and Hopi was the only person with that picture that
so.
I'm aware of.
Can I ask you a question? Do you
Yeah.
believe Hopi is very much involved in all this mess?
In my opinion, yes.
Okay. Um, just is there anything else you want to get off your chest? Because there's lots of lovely people supporting you here in chat. There's no one saying a negative word about you. I do have a really nice chat, a lovely channel. I mean, it takes time for a YouTuber to grow, and I have grown, and since I've been through ICU and all that stuff which you already know, it makes me look at life a different way. So I'm not doing drama. I'm an entertainment channel more or less, and I just want you to say whatever you feel. Tonight is your night to say it.
I really
So
my
you can put it
I
all to bed and you can sleep better at night knowing.
I think people really think that I have such disdain or hatred toward people, and it's not that. It's not. Really, I don't hold hatred in my heart toward anyone.
No, I
And
don't believe you do.
it's not that I'm out to get someone, or, and I know there's times I've said that and I want to make clear my in my believing that Hopi is connected with L15, that is a very separate situation from another situation that took place with me and Hopi. I can clearly separate the two. And
Can
when
you can you tell us what happened with you and Opie so we can all kind of understand, because we just want to separate L15 and then there's you and Hopi. So do you want to speak on that about you and Hopi or anything like that?
I'm just I mean I have spoken about it before. I'm just going to say that when we were friends, I shared some personal information with her, and then when we had a disagreement about what happened to Tony, and I asked her for, because I knew she was friends with Laura, and
Mm-hmm.
I called, well, I texted her that night and asked her for Laura's phone number and her brother's information, any information, all information she could give me about Laura. And again, I have stated I really was not thinking what I was going to do with it. I just was like, I get a hold of this person, but I was asking her, give me Laura's information, give me her brother's information. It's important. I explain what happened. Hopies, the short of it was, you can no. I don't like Tony. I don't like Susan. How dare you ask me? And I told her, how this is way bigger than that. What's wrong with you? And she went into a tirade, and the next day I use the words, what the fuck is wrong with you? And
Mm-hmm.
the next day it's deleted. She put a live up. I thought like I'd wake up, we would talk it out, and the next day I saw a live up with the title, what the fuck is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
From that moment forward, Hopi, I mean, literally, like night and day changed. And she went after me like with everything she had, just because I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? That she wouldn't give me Laura's number, and that I had told her I didn't care how she felt about Tony, that anybody that would do that to a mom that had lost a child was
Mm-hmm.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And I don't see how anyone, when I told what had happened between me and Hopi, didn't see that as an issue, and that they still thought Hopi was this great person. And even Tony was like, "Oh, I don't believe Hopi would say that." And I'm thinking, well, okay, like I can't make people believe one way or the other. And and it started her next video again, which is still up there. She started taunting me. She put my last name in the title of a video, I would, text her and say, please don't do this. And then slowly started, with my name. And then she did one live, which was taken down. She doxed my name 10 times, my full legal name.
Wow.
She started mixing my name with Laura's name
Hmm.
because they are so
They're
similar,
very similar, yeah.
and started saying that I was Laura.
Hmm.
Then, when people wouldn't buy that scenario, it was, well, she's working with Laura.
Right.
And then it caught on. And then she told Tony that. And then if you watch some of the lives that are still up, because some of them were taken down, you can see then where Tony started telling people she had a list, and the one that's still up with my name has Laura's name in it. So she says my name, Laura's name, a list of the names that Laura was using at that time, and tells people to, back then, she was telling people, and there were a bunch of channels where she said, if you see Harper in chat, everybody has to completely block her from your channels. Block her, don't let her in your channels, because she is Lovely 15.
Right.
And people didn't know what to believe.
Yeah, and that's why I see through the crap right now. Um and I just feel that I seen what you said in the said channel last night, and I was very intrigued to say that. I mean, Heidi did kind of back you up and say, yeah, that she was warned that it was a setup with L15 when I had the PTSD channel, and I started thinking back on that particular live, and I remembered it very well, and it
There
kind of all kicked off there for me at that point, and that was the point when Hopi was targeting me severely bad.
there are screenshots of Laura and Hopi sending your information,
Right. Okay.
where she was sending it and Laura's attached to that information.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how Laura was getting some of it. And in one of them, Laura is asking a question, and Hopi wasn't realizing she was sending it, and it was right before they called me, where Laura went crazy, and where they're denying that phone call happened about Laura doxing Justin's kids, and she was threatening me, saying she had all my information and would do the same to me. There's where she says she wants to question someone in your family and
Right.
wants more information on that person. So they were researching you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, who gives them the right at the end of the day to research anybody?
Right, but this is information I really wanted to keep quiet, because if her and Hopi are listening, now they know everything I have, and have been trying very hard to quietly get, because I wanted to come out when I had 100%
Mm-hmm. Okay,
facts.
I just reassure you one thing. Both them people are banned from this channel so they can't get in here. So don't feel worried about that.
I know, but to me, it's very different when you can say, in my opinion. Yes, I have factual, which everybody makes fun of me. Well, I have screenshots. I have, but I wanted so desperately to have facts. Like, yes, those, to a point, it's facts, but it's different when you can. It's
Have
like
you?
a puzzle. It's like I've been working, you know,
Yeah.
I was telling my boyfriend today, as a matter of fact, we've been out all day, and
Mm-hmm.
and I told, what happened yesterday. He was home for part of the day. He
Right.
saw me just, he doesn't like me going up on panels because he sees what it does to me. And it's like, I get to a point, and I said, everybody comes from these crime communities, but this is like the biggest mystery, and I can't see why anybody doesn't want to solve this for Tony's sake, of all people. At
Mm-hmm.
least for Tony. This
Uh,
person has terrorized her, and everybody says that they care so much about her.
she's terrorized a lot of people. Crystal has a question for you, but she's very nice. She's a very sweetheart. She said, "What about Tony? How did Laura get her info? Her info? Do you
I
have any idea how?"
If I knew that, I mean, I don't know how she got. I don't know this person.
Yeah,
I don't know where she came from. I don't know. I don't know anything about her other than what she's done to everybody and the trouble she's caused.
she's caused a lot of trouble around, and not only that. I mean, she's caused a lot of trouble for you and a lot of heartache for you. And I just wanted you to come up and speak whatever you want to speak about because no one's given you that opportunity, and I just feel that it has affected me because they've used, as my said nan's emoji, my son's emoji, which is a minor. Um, it was horrible things done to me. Probably 10 times worse than Tony actually. I mean, the things what were done to me were horrendous. But you weren't around for that, and I know you've nothing got to do with any of that. I know that. I know you're a totally separate individual. I mean, from what I'm getting, hey, Jay Marie, honey, how you doing, sweetheart? From what I'm getting is that I feel in my heart that Hopi is the ringleader of all of this. And I want you to tell your story and feel free and feel comfortable up here. There's no one going to attack you or say anything wrong. Just say what you want to say, Harper. You know, and what we're going to try and do is put it to bed. And another thing I will ask of you, my email is running on the bottom of the screen there. I don't know if you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you email me on those screenshots of them trying to set me up?
I there are other people's
Hi, Precious. Go ahead, Harper, hon.
there are other people's little images also, though. She was sharing them with multiple people at one time, and I I don't I honestly don't know how to take those images out.
That's
So,
okay.
well, I don't want to be accused of, I can't, like, I don't.
It's okay. Take your time. Hi, Precious. I was missing you terrible, honey. Jim Marie, I'm doing really well, actually. Thank you, love. We're just leaving Harper have a voice tonight. Um, if you can't take him out, you can't take him out. Not everyone's, can
She
do things.
was sharing it, apparently. I don't know how to describe it. She shared it with Laura, but there's little images at the top
Mm-hmm.
where there's other people's images at the top.
Right. Hmm. Is there anything else you want to say on different things and get it out there? I mean,
I honestly had just walked in the door. Like, I wasn't thinking of this, so I don't. I mean, from the time it started till now, I mean, there's a million things that have happened, but I wasn't like
mhm.
thinking of this right now.
No, I get it.
I just want people to remember too that Laura has been in Tony's chat and in other people's chats where she was speaking perfectly fine, and then for whatever reason, and again, I don't remember exactly, but it was her, like people heard her. It was who we know as Laura. She was
Mm-hmm.
being rational for her speaking, and then for whatever reason said the most vicious, vile,
Hey,
again,
Ray.
one of the most horrible things you could say.
Was that
So
about me?
Noah to Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So why they entertain this person or whatever, it baffles my mind. Like why they do not think, why they keep questioning, well, was this you that did this in Tony's chat in the first place, when she almost said something, I mean, so horrific on a panel to Tony.
I know. I was there.
I'm not even gonna start to say what she said.
Was this on a set? Was this on the time that when Tony was on my panel in a lovely 15 minutes did terrible things to Tony? Is that what you're talking about, or was
I
there
think
a separate incident?
I believe it was on Tony's panel, but
Oh, okay.
I know there was times she went on people's panels, and then I mean it is 100% obvious it was her, and has just didn't literally denied it was her. I mean,
Hey,
I,
hairbag.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, if again, I've done this before. If any, I can't. I'm not reading chat. It really
No,
makes.
you're just all being lovely. Honestly, there's
Well, no,
saying
but
nothing wrong.
I don't want to get more nervous. But if I can answer a question, if anybody has a question, I will try my very best to answer it.
They're all saying hello to Rick because I haven't seen him in a while. Um, my
Harper,
my dad is supporting you, Harper. He's in chat. My dad is under Snoop Dogg, so he said, Harper, you were spot on, hon.
Oh, hi, Mr.
Same
Ben.
as Bennett, yeah. He's under Snoop Dogg.
Oh, hi, Snoop Dogg.
You know what, we can bring you up another time when you're more ready. If you ever feel like you want to come up and say, well, look, I remember this and I want to talk about this, just
I
let us
just
just come in.
I don't want to get accused. Yes, kind of got. I'll just say this. I got the impression yesterday that I'm beating a dead horse. That I just need to let this go, and I'm the one that's bringing it up, and I'm the one that's dragging this on, and I'm the one that's dragging this out. And
Harper,
yes, MG.
Assembly.
that is why Susan is giving you an open platform because it was very well seen on the other lives that you didn't have a voice.
And
And you can speak anything you'd like to speak.
and
Precious, I can answer that one. Lovely 15 is under ribbons and bows.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
and I do appreciate that. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, like I appreciate it. And I if I could add this, you guys, if anybody in any channel is is sure that it is L15, the best thing to do is not block the account.
Exactly.
You need to follow that account. Follow it, because if you just block it, that person will just make a new account. If you follow that account, you can trace the account.
Yeah, we know that, Harper, hon.
Well,
We do that.
but there are
We
some
have people following, trust me.
again, it's very baffling to me that some people that want to find this person just, just block them and get rid of them. Well, that's not finding this person.
Here's a question for you, but do you think that at times that the second person was pretending to be lovely, it was Hopi? Do you think it would have been her, in your opinion?
That's a tricky question.
At this point, I don't think we'll ever know that answer.
Yeah, I think that
There's a
it's
possibility,
very,
right?
it's
But
very
we don't know.
Harper, going back to the beginning with
Mhm.
all this, and you were private friends with Hopi,
Mhm.
do you have an opinion on what fuels her anger and her reason for trying to
Yeah.
duplicate her own issues that were Susan's?
I
Yeah,
don't.
I've talked to Hopi privately, and I know she speaks differently than she does online. Were there any conversations of why she had an attack on Susan to begin with?
The only thing she said to me was that Susan had absolutely no business having, because back then it was a PTSD channel,
Right.
Mhm.
and that Susan had no business having a PTSD channel, and she was bound and determined, that she was going to get her to change that name, and then that,
Which is none of her business.
right. And that was, again, I've tried to explain to people that during that time, and I've tried to say, even though people can disagree, I I would think maybe Heidi could shed some light on that. It was a very difficult time when me, Hopi, and Heidi were on those phone calls with her. I keep saying 3 days, to my recollection,
Mm-hmm.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Hopi, and I think people are seeing this, is when she gets her mindset is so domineering and so overpowering, and it's kind of her way or the highway, and you just
Absolutely, she doesn't let it go.
no, and she just talks and talks and she's going to overpower you, overtalk you, and I think me and Heidi at the end, it's very sad to say, because it was like I've always said, it was 3 people with 3 varying opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think me and Heidi almost kind of just gave up in the end.
I do believe you're right on that.
Yeah, she's so
Stressful.
domineering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was so stressful, and so much, it was almost, I couldn't deal with another day. And that's back when, yes, people heard me after that crying on panels, because, like it or not, I had made an oath, a pact with Hopi, that when I called her to call the ambulance, I told her I would make sure, with everything I had in my power, that people knew that she hadn't done it maliciously to get back at Susan. This is right when I had started being friends with Hopi, didn't know a whole lot about her.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw in those phone calls someone completely different. I started to realize things about Hopi. But here I had just made a vow to somebody. And then I realized I'm wrong. I'm now wrong about them having malicious behavior, but I have to go up on panels and say something I don't think in my heart is true.
I don't think it's wrong for you to have an opinion. Everybody else has one, and you know the truth. So
But
why should your opinion be a problem?
There's a. This is my father's wife asking you this. She's underneath the name Apple Tart. Sorry, Harper. 1 second, I'll bring it up for you. Harper, in your opinion, is there a third person involved with Hopi and Love and 15? In your opinion?
I really honestly don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
don't think we're
never.
ever going to have that answer, but that's not the important um, question here on why it's being done. What is fueling the fire that this keeps getting done over and over again? She's still doing it. She's still doing it. She took this whole episode with COVID and her lungs and everything, which is a carbon copy of Susan's issues. So she's still continuing the behavior. Why?
I mean that would be purely speculation on my part.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel comfortable saying that publicly.
Okay. Fair enough.
Let's just say I don't. We're not. I'm not a doctor,
Okay.
so anything like that would be
Mm-hmm.
pure pure opinion based.
At this point, everything is opinion based because none of the truth is coming out, and it's just going to keep being repeated up until Big Susan came home from the. Actually, she's still on everybody's chats every night.
Hopi has admitted openly to some of her issues,
Mm-hmm.
and others, I think, I I don't feel comfortable. Yes, there's other things Hopi talked to me about in private. I would never feel comfortable saying any of that stuff publicly.
No, I'm not asking you to. Thank you, Susan B.
Someone else's child was missing, and all of a sudden her daughter was missing,
Mm-hmm.
but her daughter said last night that she wasn't. Yeah, I've seen that. Hun, I've seen that. Um, and I find it very odd that when I had COVID-19, when I told MZ from the hospital that left and right lung had collapsed, suddenly she came out with the same thing again. So again, we're seeing a kind of a copy, and I just find that very odd. I really do. And then her daughter said last night, I'm reading from Crystal here. Her daughter said she wasn't missing. It was not true.
Her daughter shouldn't even have to be part of any of this.
Her daughter went in and actually told the truth.
Well, how does anybody know? And if people get upset with me, that's fine. How does anybody know that is her daughter? And if it is her daughter, that is her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, her account was checked out last night, and
Okay,
Heidi knows her kind of as well. So
okay,
yeah,
but even if that's her daughter, even though she doesn't live with her, again, there's things that I'm privy to that I won't speak about, but I know her daughter doesn't live with her.
Mm-hmm.
that's right. Yeah,
But
we know.
but everybody needs to look back. Her daughter was with her mom, and look at again, everybody comes from a crime community.
Mm-hmm.
Look back to when her daughter was with her mom. She seemed to enjoy her mother's company, didn't seem to have anything wrong, anything going on. So why wouldn't a daughter, when she was in the chat, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really say anything. It was more to the effect, hey, I'm here. All of a sudden, she could have reached out to anybody at any other time. Seems like she had a lot of people's numbers, but she pops up in a chat and then just says, I just didn't want to be around my mom. I'm okay. But then throws down some facts to kind of not throw her mom under the bus, but just want some things known. How do you know her mom wasn't with her or telling her what to say? That's her daughter.
That's a pretty sad situation if that's the case.
I'm not saying it's not a sad situation.
Oh,
We do know her daughter does not live with her full time, and I believe that she went back to her said parent who looks after her, and she was feeling that her daughter just is 16, very intelligent girl, um, and she just wanted people to know the truth, like kind of Harper, like you want people to know the truth, you know.
But okay, but
Because
there
I know if I lied, my daughter would come in and say, "Well, that didn't happen. My mom wasn't in hospital." You know, my family would say it. You know, we'd be rest assured they would say it. Um,
I'm and Susan, let's again, we can agree to disagree there. Not every family works the same.
Stress very true is one. That is very true. So hopefully this will be the end of the whole lovely 15 stuff. And for everyone who's in chat, I mean, there's a lot of you there, and everyone's been very nice, Harper. I know you're not reading the comments. There's not one negative word said about you, honey. Right? I can promise you that.
And
Um,
can I just say, I'm not in any way, shape, or form. I think Hopi's daughter is lovely.
no,
Not
not at all.
not
no.
No,
not.
I don't think so either.
I think she's a very well-rounded, intelligent, sweet girl. That's not.
Very
I'm not
sweet girl.
implying anything.
No, I have a picture of a lovely 15.
No,
I
no, no,
seen,
no, no. I don't mean she is lovely. I mean she's a precious young girl.
yeah,
I've
she
had
is.
conversations with her myself. She's a very, very well-rounded child.
Right, but
Being
um,
put into a situation that she shouldn't be put into.
right.
She's still a child. She's 16.
Um, Regardless if you're a parent or not, I just want to say this as well. In America, it says our channels are for 18s and over. Well, the same rules applies here in the UK. Um, it's for 18s and over. Her daughter's only 16. She's classed as a minor. They're only become an adult when they're 18 here in the UK. Um, so therefore, her daughter should not even be on an 18-year-old platform. Now,
Like I
saying that, my
was she.
daughter is different. She's 22. Um, but my son is 9, and there's not a hope in hell that I would ever put my son on an 18-year-old platform. Not a hope.
No.
So I'm just wondering, why is she on an 18-year-old platform? You know, because the same rules apply. There's not much difference in the rules in YouTube in the UK to the YouTube in America. There's not much. There's a little bit different, but not a whole lot different. So therefore, she shouldn't even be on a YouTube platform for 18 and over anyway. To
In my
start with,
opinion, from what I've seen, her daughter is more of her best friend than
right?
being a daughter. So
Mm.
she's going to allow it because she feels if she gives permission, it's okay.
But that's breaking the
It's
terms
not,
and conditions
but
of YouTube.
you're absolutely right. But she felt she should put her there.
Well, I wouldn't if that was if my daughter was 16, that wouldn't happen because my daughter's 22.
Mm-hmm.
She's well able to be. She was on my channel once. She does listen into my channel when she's studying and stuff like that because she's doing her degree down there in London, and you know, yeah, she's doing really well. I only spoke to her a while ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Harper would ever like to speak more on it, she's more than welcome to.
Yeah, 100%. And I said it from the beginning. This is not a drama channel.
Mm-mm.
Um, what we want to do, Harper, is try and get you out there a little bit better for everyone to realize that look, you're not the bad person.
She's not.
You unfortunately got caught up in something you didn't really realize you were walking into. That's what I think. You
Uh,
know.
well, I've said, before, I realize I didn't do myself any favors sometimes. I've gotten very upset and
Mhm.
probably not presented myself in the best light sometimes, and getting upset sometimes. I could have handled situations better. I do understand that. I'm not guiltless in all this. I also understand that.
At the end of the day, you learn from your lessons and you move on, but you were still brought into a very bad situation. And light needs to be shed on it, and we need to know the truth on what's going on so we can stop it.
Yeah,
Right.
and we want to stop your name being dragged through the mud, basically, and we want you to be able to come on YouTube without being blocked or being shunted and mm, bad things being said about you. Because, in my opinion, and I don't think you're a bad person at all.
Mm.
I just feel like you got mixed up in the wrong thing and you didn't realize you were walking into such a wrong thing. That's
Right.
what I think.
And Susan has an open file investigation. So anything that should come out, hopefully it does come out so it can be part of it and we can put this all to rest.
Yeah, and it's only because I'm in the UK can I do this stuff, and I have been when I talk to the T-bird, all of this have fallen in that in the. I'm thinking real if they're coming from me because I'm just.
All of us have fallen in that in the past.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I mean, when you come onto YouTube, you're very gullible, and you think you know it all, everything, but half the times you get mixed up in things and you don't realize you're even falling into it.
Well,
And
it's
after
very
time, it
easy
takes
to
time to
fall in.
grow.
It's very
Go
easy
ahead.
to fall into that with Hopi because she talks in circles and so fast, and she's got it all in her head. But trying to understand it, being the outside, it's not easy. So yeah, you fall into it.
It's not easy, and
Mm-mm.
it's like I don't know who I said it to, someone. It is easy to, you know at like I said back then, I'm sure people wanted so bad to believe, if you say people wanted to believe one or the other. I mean, she was fun, she was cool, she was that, like, I
Mm-hmm.
understand. I'm not. I'm I'm very quiet, very reserved. I read. I do, like, I'm not that person that's going to get up on your panel and be the life of the party and bring the people in. Hopi was that person.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very easy, it's like, well, heck yeah, she what like who wouldn't want to be, like, I liked being around her. That's why I liked, I told, oh, I know who I told that to. I meet people and it's like, you meet these wonderful women, and I try really hard in my life, like, I meet, like, that's what I still to this day, no matter what, with Hopi, like you meet someone and you meet an amazing woman, and you, or I do anyway, it's like you take something from them, or you think like, well, God, that's what I did like about Hopi. I
Mhm.
wish I could be a little bit more
She's
open.
outgoing and she can be fun, but
Right.
sometimes it comes with a price to pay when you're
Right.
the friend.
Right. And that's what I did like about her, that quality. I don't have that. I'm not as outgoing, and but that is what I did like about Hopi.
Hmm.
And
Completely
I
understood.
try at least to remember that, if anything. I don't hate Hopi.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
don't. I think people think that I do, and I don't. Will I ever have her in my life again? No, I will not. But um
It is a full-time job.
right. I mean, there's other people, that things I can't, and I know they think, oh, I can't believe you're talking to that person or this.
Hmm.
Well, I can separate, like, there's a time and a place. Like, to me, this is bigger. Like, I can put, differences aside. Let's get this figured out once and for all.
That's what we're going to try and do, Harper. Is get it all figured out and go back from the beginning. You know.
Right.
Hmm.
And like going into other people's panels, and that, like, if that's what it takes to really get this figured out, and everybody is just like, let's figure it out. That's yesterday. That's what I really wanted to do. It was like,
I
go
saw that.
and go
Hmm.
here, and just once and for all, and just try.
Several times you tried yesterday.
Yeah, but I can't I can't do it by myself.
When you have us, okay?
Right.
Okay,
You have
Susan,
us.
I need to jump down. Harper, if you'd like to speak, you can get my contact info, and I'm more than willing to listen. Everybody have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a while, MZ.
Okay.
MZ's not feeling very well. Everybody who doesn't know, she's
Harper, it was nice meeting you.
Oh, yes, nice to meet you too.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
good night, MZ, honey. So Harper, what I want to say to you is, there in this world today, there's no point in having grudges or hating people.
No, I don't.
Um, you don't need to hate her person, but you need to just learn from what friends you pick.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So, and I do, Susan, I do very much appreciate. I'm sorry I didn't realize, well, I wasn't home sooner, but I didn't realize um that you had were asking for me to come on your panel, and I do appreciate it. That's very kind of you to ask me to come up here and let me speak, and I do appreciate it. I hope that there's no
Um,
blowback or weird people trolling you now or anything.
no, there's not. They're not going to. I'm not worried about any of that kind of stuff. I'm a big girl, and I've been through a lot. And when you go through what I've been through in the last month of being in hospital, you realize that there's no point in hate. There's too much hate out in the world for
Yeah.
us to be adding in that hate.
Yeah.
And I just want to kind of get to the bottom of all this so we can clear your name.
Right.
And I wouldn't really worry about L15 because we're sorting that legally out. I wouldn't worry about that at all. I can't really speak about that because
No.
it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, you should.
MC is very well aware of it. Because we speak off of YouTube a lot with WhatsApp. Um, and she also knows. She was also speaking, not anymore now, but speaking with Hopi offline, and she also knows and can understand what you're saying when you're talking to her Hopi offline to what she's like when she's online. She's a different person. MZ understands all that. We understand that.
Right.
So we don't want you to hate anybody. I don't hate anybody at the end of the day, you know. I'm
Right.
just glad to be alive and glad to be able to be here and speak. And I just want you to know in my heart, okay, this channel can be your safe place if you want it to be as well. I do have a very well guarded, plenty of good mods down there who will get them straight away if anyone ever comes in. It's always on subscriber mode. Hi, Manikita. We're just talking about a few bits and pieces with Harper. Um, so if you ever feel like you remember any more stuff and you feel like you want to vent and get it out, you're welcome to come up here and talk to us. And you can see that if you look back at all that chat, there's no one speaking one bad word about you at all. And Susan B, that's she said, stay strong, love. You know, you
Yeah.
get positive stuff. I mean, I know you've been put through the mill on YouTube. Yeah, talk to you, but I'm glad Harper came in as well. There's lots of people saying lovely things, Harper. You know, there is a side of YouTube what will tear and drag you, but there's also the people who will look after you. You know, and have a nice channel and keep things running smoothly without drama. You know.
Right.
Um, it's just that I was watching another channel, which I never bring up channels' names, and I think you know said channel. Yeah, love all. That's right, Rick. I mean, it's too much. I mean, look what happened in Colorado. Okay, people were targeted because of their sexuality, which was totally disgustingly wrong.
Right.
You know, I mean, they were gunned down for no good reason, just because they wanted to be them. Hi, my beautiful Betty Boo. Um, so no one should be tore through the mud like you were. And I know what it's like, Harper. I've been tore through that mud for a very long time, really
I
long time.
I know that. I do.
And
I
I'm glad that you're here and you came up with us to talk with us. And you know, I know I kind of got you off guard a little bit by just came in the front door, but I'm sure that if you want to talk and if something comes to mind, when you sit back and think back, you can always come back up and talk to us again. You're always welcome. We will not silence you. We will leave you have your voice.
right. I mean, if I think of anything
Hi, Rising Sun.
super important, I will let you know, but like I said, I really had just walked through the front door, so it's not I wasn't on my mind.
Right.
um I
No, you're okay. You're
it
okay.
yeah, it's mostly cuz I'm about to have to go do something, but it's mostly I just want people to know I wouldn't talk about something if I 100% couldn't prove what I was saying. And
Right.
is especially, they Laura, especially like if that's really her coming into the chats saying, her trying to say to me about like the phone call and it never happened that way and this and that. Well, Hopi and Laura need to remember the night that that phone call took place. Hopi was texting me before the phone call,
Mm-hmm.
during the phone call, and after the phone call. So there's text messages to match what was happening before why the phone call took place. her texting during the phone call because after she got Laura on the phone call, Hopi hung up one time. So she's texting me while I'm stuck on the phone with Laura. So then I hang up on Laura. Then I'm texting Hopi. Then Laura calls me back. So
Yeah.
while I'm talking to, that's when Laura threatens me, threatens Justin. I'm panicking. Then I'm texting Hopi, freaking out and telling her, oh, oh my God, Hopi, call me, call me, call me. And Hopi's like, no, no, I'm not going to call you.
I just want to address one thing in the chat first. Hereby, thank you for feeling welcome. You're always welcome in my chat. Uh, Precious Chaos is a bit confused. Who's Laura? That would be L15. Precious Chaos. Um, Go ahead. Harper, honey. Sorry to I
Well,
just need to answer them things.
yeah, they forget that there's a whole set of messages to match everything I'm saying to go along with those phone calls.
No, I get it. I do because I'm a lot of what you're saying. I'm connecting up in my mind as well.
So
And
nobody has to take my word alone.
no, well, you have me and MZ beside you because we're doing a lot of backtrack stuff for
Right.
the police over here in the UK. And what
When
you're saying, you're verifying what we kind of knew.
Right. And so when people had the screenshot of just the image of the phone call and flashed it and are putting the timestamp backwards, saying that I was on the phone for 3 hours, well, that's not correct. I was on the phone. That's a 15-minute phone call between me and Laura. It's a like 3-hour call between Hopi and Laura. And all the text messages would prove that, and it would prove why the phone call took place, what was going on during the phone calls, what was going on after. Nobody ever had to take my word. I've tried to explain this. That's just the point of it. I i don't lie about what I'm saying. Everything I've ever stated, I wouldn't say it if I couldn't prove what I'm saying
Right.
about anything.
No, I believe you. I totally believe you. I totally believe that Hopi was a complete ringleader at the time. And you were a very sweet, nice girl, and you were taken advantage of, in my opinion.
Right.
I
But
believe that. I totally believe that. You had 15 and Hopi working together, and they brought you in, you know, and you were blindsided by it. I
right,
get it. I totally get it. Trust me. I see it more than anyone, actually.
right. But I do have to get off of here because I wasn't really expecting to come up on a panel. But I do appreciate it, Susan. I really do appreciate it.
No, you're very welcome, honey. You're very welcome anytime. Come, if you remember anything else and you feel like you want to talk, instead of going around to all the other channels, you're very welcome here. And as you can see, everyone's been lovely with you in chat, and there's no one shouting or screaming at you. And we just want you to have your voice, and we want to clear your name, because you've been look. September said, "Take care, Harper." Look.
Okay. Well, I'm not looking, but thank you everybody for being very kind and nice in the chat. And I should have said hello when I came in.
No,
So
you're okay.
and
It's okay.
have a good evening, everybody. So
Yeah. So no, we appreciate you coming up, and you can come up anytime you want. And if there's anything, if anyone says anything after this, well, we'll come up again, bring you up again, and we'll talk about it a little bit more.
okay.
Um, My advice to you is just be careful of what channels you're going into and don't get hurt, because I know you're a very soft-hearted person. Fortunately, when a person has a big heart, they get hurt very easily, you know.
I I do wish, and that's probably very I'm trying to think of the word. Oh gosh, what's the word? Selfish. It's probably really selfish on my part, but there are people that, some of them I've never talked to, some of them I did talk to, but there are people I would hope knew, would have kind of known that I wouldn't do this by
Mhm.
things that I've done and stuff, that in the past I said, keep this private or something, that at some point would have spoken out more and said something on my behalf, that didn't. Back back one, some more back one, some more frequently, that I did do things for, and some of them I don't even think realize I grappled with so hard, that it was always to protect them because of what was going on. Some
Right.
I spoke to.
I mean,
Some,
that's what happens when you think you're in with them, you know. You believe that they have your back, right?
well, no, 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 no. People that I weren't in with at all,
Oh,
that I
okay.
just one time, like, had a spoke to maybe one time, and like gave them the most genuine advice I could give, really, because I didn't want to, I was trying to help them not get caught up in a situation, or someone else that had asked me to go on a panel and at the time couldn't really explain, and it was because I didn't want to cause more grief for them or cause a problem if I went on that panel, it what it would do. Like, I couldn't explain all that. Like, I couldn't explain it then. And I think people were taking it as, why doesn't she do this, or why doesn't she do that, or, and I knew I was coming at it from a good place, trying to help people, but I don't think people understood it.
No, I know you're trying to help people. I know, I get it. I do.
But it's
But they
like,
didn't see it that way at the time. I mean, they didn't see it at all like that.
well, I think, no, some people really do, like, really did understand I was being genuine. Other times I don't know how they took it,
Yeah,
or like, you can't say a whole lot, or I don't, that part is very complicated, but
I know.
um I just, I think people just have such a preconceived notion about me, and that's something that'll just, it'll, that I can't help. I really can't help that. So, but anyway, thank you so much, Susan.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. Anytime anything comes up in your mind, you want to come up and talk about it, come up here onto us, and you can come up on my channel and you can have your voice here if you want. You know.
Right.
I know we caught you off guard when you were just coming in the door. I'm sure if you had time to think about things, a lot more stuff will come up in your mind because it has been quite some time, you know. I do have Eileen. I'm going to refer to Eileen's comment way back there. She said, "Do you have the videos of L15 coming off very drunk?" Yeah, I have all those videos. I have all those PTSD videos. I have them privatized, but I can unprivatize them and make people remember.
Do you know what, Susan?
Yeah.
I actually did just think of something when you said about videos.
Mm-hmm.
There was a video. Okay. Okay, I'm going to explain this the best I can, because I say way back, but my way back is different for other people's way back. Okay, there was a video where somebody was chatting under a name, and I say everybody, but that's just how I'm envisioning it in my head. I don't know who it was, but people were convinced that it was L15.
Right.
It might just have been Hopi in the chat. I don't know, because she wound up coming on your panel. And finally, this woman, if you remember, wound up coming up on your panel. And she was from England. And Hopi came up on your panel and was yelling and yelling and yelling. And the poor lady could hardly talk.
Yeah.
And
You're after, yeah, you just have to remind me of that.
okay, well, listen to what I'm about to tell you. If you still have that video, it's extremely important and you need to give it to the police.
I do have that video. I have all those videos.
Okay, because listen to what I'm going to tell you Hopi said in that video. During that video, Hopi slipped up. She said, you know how Laura is a genealogist, right?
Mm-hmm. Supposedly.
Right. And if Hopi and Laura, they keep saying they don't know each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopi said during that video that Laura gave her backup computer that she uses for genealogy. And she gave her all the passcodes to the computer
Right.
in that video.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and have a look at them. I have all of them.
And that's another thing that I had kept in my memory bank, because I'm thinking, if you and Laura are claiming you don't know each other, why would Laura give you her backup computer that she does research for genealogy? Why would she give it to you and all the passcodes for it?
Mm-hmm.
How did Laura go to your house? Are you friends? How did you get it? Did you go
Yeah,
to Laura's house? If
good
you
point.
if you two don't know each other, how did the computer get to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look through all them videos. I have them all. Um, I know I start screen sharing tomorrow. Um, and we'll have a look at them. Everyone will have a look at them all together. How about that?
Yeah, there's actually, that just triggered my brain on a lot more stuff, but it would take a lot more time, and I don't want to bore your chat. And
No, we'll have a look at the videos, and I'll have a look at the videos later on tonight, and I'll find out the good one, some
do
good ones, and we'll
do you
screen share
kind of
tomorrow.
do you kind of remember which video I'm talking about?
I do remember. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go through them. I do have them all.
Okay.
So
I have a very good memory, and it's kind of a curse because people think I'm very weird. But
no,
that's
no,
why is
you're
because,
right. You're just after triggering something in my mind.
yeah, because I am very like analytical. Like when I just pick up on very odd things. And so now that it's been something that I'm clued in on, that's why when I'm listening and stuff, when it comes to this, I can remember everything. So when I get in the mind frame, like now, that it just fired my brain, and now my brain is like going, like firing off on everything.
Well, I just had someone, and I'm not mentioning names, confirm that they remember that as well,
Yeah.
just now.
Yeah.
Okay, so You're not wrong.
No,
That
I
videos, them videos are there.
yeah.
So what we'll do tomorrow, I have an idea. I'll go through my videos tonight of the old PTSD channel, which I don't go under PTSD anymore. And we will start screen sharing and having a look at them. We'll all have a look at them. How about that?
Yeah, there okay. There
But
was
yeah, you just put bells in my head there. Yeah, I do remember. I'm gonna get that video. Actually, that's a crucial video. I have that in my I have it privatized.
mhm.
Because Harper, what I did when I changed over and made a Let's Talk channel, I privatized all the PTSD channel stuff, but I never binned them. I never got rid of them, so I can unprivatize them. Guys, Shelly had great luck today. She did a scratch card and she won $500. So she's having a really good day, Shelly.
Congratulations! Right
Yeah,
before the holidays. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
she was very excited, Shelly.
Oh my gosh.
That's twice you said good night now already, Eileen. Good night, honey.
Well, I've done that too, so I really can't say anything.
Yeah. Well, we have fun with Eileen, we count how many times she says good night to us. But we do have fun here. It's not as I said, it's more of an entertainment channel and talk to it channel. Can I borrow $5? Precious. There's Shelley. Shelley won $500 on a scratch today, and she's over the moon.
Oh,
We're excited for her because Shelley has um, health problems going on as well.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
I've been praying for her.
So it was meant to be, and it was meant to give her a bit of a happy boost. I think.
Yeah.
So everybody, please hit the thumbs up, and we'll be back tomorrow. And we're going to do some screen sharing. I love doing screen sharing, but I'm going to be doing it off my own channel. And we're going to bring up some old lives. How about that? And we're going to have a look.
Okay, well, I will jot down some key points then, and I
We'll be back on tomorrow again. Harper, if you want to come over when I'm doing the screen sharing, it may trigger your mind some more. Um, you can call this your channel if you want, your safe place. You're very welcome in here. There's not one person inside the channel said one bad word about you, not one.
no, well, and I appreciate that, but I mean, if you're interested and if I'm available, I know some stories that she told that are completely different to what she told me in private that aren't personal, but that when she was telling them I was like, "What?" That's
Right?
completely different than so either
Yeah.
I lied to or y'all were being lied to. And it's nothing that I can't share with everybody. So it just makes you scratch your head and go, "W- w- somewhere there's a big disconnect."
Right.
And that's another reason I would get so frustrated. Like it's very frustrating. So
Precious is joking. We're not mean girls.
yeah.
We're not. We're nice. So Harper, we leave you jump down because I'm getting because I get tired very easily over having the COVID-19 and my body's telling me rest again now. So
All right. Well, have a very good evening. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you, everyone in chat, and everyone have a great evening.
and we will see you soon, hopefully, Harper.
Okay.
Um, we'll get to the bottom of it. Don't worry.
All right. Bye bye.
Good night, everybody. Okay, there you had it. That was Harper. We gave her a voice. I'm sure she's starting to she'll remember a lot more tomorrow when I start doing screen sharing on my old PTSD stuff. I'll do that tomorrow at some point. I'll time it in so you'll all know. Thank you everybody for coming in and supporting the channel. Very much appreciated. Good night. God bless, and take care and look after each other. And just remember, guys, you have today, but you're not promised tomorrow. That's always been my saying. Good night. God bless, and love you all.